Hello everyone, welcome to the Upfront. Why is one of India's brightest young minds rotting behind bars for 4 years? This is a question that resonates deeply within India's academic and activist circles. It represents not just the loss of a scholar but a reflection of the alarming state of the criminal justice system. Today, we reflect on the story of Dr. Umar Khalid, an intellectual, a non-violent activist, and a historian. We ask, is this not a significant loss for the academic world in India? Why hasn't his trial begun even after 4 long years? September 14, 2024 marks the fourth anniversary of Umar Khalid's imprisonment, a young scholar arrested under the draconian UAPA law for his alleged involvement in the Delhi riots. Even though there is no proof to prove that he is guilty, the former JNU student leader's bail applications have been rejected multiple times despite calls for fairness from some of the country's most respected legal voices. While Umar Khalid, who has always advocated for peace and harmony, languishes in jail, those who openly incite violence and those accused of heinous crimes like rape continue to walk free. This stark contrast in treatment is not just a legal anomaly, it is a brutal injustice. It raises the question, why is Umar Khalid, who sought peaceful resistance, being punished while those threatening violence are untouched? Although the Supreme Court has consistently stated that bail is a rule, not the exception, Umar Khalid remains an exception to this rule. Why doesn't this principle apply to him? A recent judgment by the Apex Court reinforced the need for granting bail in cases under UAPA when the circumstances justify it. Yet, Umar's bail application remains pending in the Delhi High Court with the next hearing scheduled for October 7, 2024. The trial court, on the other hand, will decide whether to proceed with the case on September 20th. Senior advocate Kapil Sibal has been a vocal critic of the continuing denial of bail to Umar Khalid. His statements highlight the deep sense of injustice in this case. It is unfortunate that someone who has done nothing wrong is rotting in jail for 4 years, Sibal remarked, pointing to the baseless nature of the accusations. It is apparent to all that people accused of heinous crimes such as murder and rape get bail much before Khalid's plea will be considered. It is a travesty of justice. It is not Umar but our justice system which is on trial, says senior advocate Sanjay Ghosh. According to advocate Sautik Banerjee, Khalid is a test case for constitutional courts to reaffirm the supremacy of constitutional rights over statutory encumbrances placed by UAPA on bail. In Umar's case, where the trial is not likely to be finished anytime soon, 4 years of pre-trial incarceration amounts to a severe curtailment of his rights under Article 21. He adds, Banojyotsna Lahiri, a Delhi-based researcher and Khalid's longtime partner, says he is someone who used to urge people to respond to hate through love. Anguished over the fact that he is in jail for years without trial, Lahiri says all she hopes is he at least gets a hearing soon. Umar Khalid is not just an activist, he is a historian, a young intellectual whose mind could have contributed greatly to academic discourse. His incarceration is a loss to India's intellectual community. Umar Khalid could have chosen an easier path, focused on his PhD, published papers, and built his academic career. Instead, he stood up for the marginalized, joining the movement against the Citizenship Amendment Act and the National Register of Citizens. His courage has cost him his freedom. For 4 years now, Umar Khalid has endured the harsh realities of prison life. His longtime partner, Banojyotsna Lahiri, recalls her visit to him where he spoke of the unbearable heat in prison made worse by the lack of basic amenities like coolers when everyone around was getting bail due to the imminent danger of COVID-19. Umar remained behind the bars. Meanwhile, those who incite hate speech, those accused of sexual crimes, and even those involved in violent crimes are celebrated as leaders or representatives of the people. This glaring contradiction begs the question: how long will such gross injustices persist? Umar Khalid's case will remain a haunting example of injustice in India's criminal justice system. His words, "My name is Umar Khalid, but I am not a terrorist," resonate with millions who believe in democracy and freedom of speech.
साथियों, मेरा नाम उमर खालिद जरूर है, लेकिन I am not a terrorist.
In a country that prides itself on the rule of law, how do we reconcile the fact that young activists who stand for non-violence and democracy are imprisoned while those who incite violence roam free? The story of Umar Khalid is not just a personal tragedy, but a larger reflection of the systemic oppression faced by the young political prisoners in India. This video aims to shed light on the injustice endured by Umar Khalid and many like him. His long wait for justice continues, and as citizens, it's up to us to ask, how many more days will this go on? That's all for today. If you like the content we provide, please subscribe to the Upfront and press the bell icon to get notification of all our updates. Please share our videos and educate others. Thank you.